Namaste. Welcome to Telugu Prajala Mana Sakshi TV. I am Swarna. Today's anchor's dress courtesy by Varshi's Collections. You can check Varshi's Collections on Facebook or reach out to Madhavi Lata at 301-366-1701. Vastu and Graha Sastra Swagatam Suswagatam. Today, we are going to discuss about Vastu for success. To discuss that, we are back with our leading astrologer and expert, Dr. Dipika Sanghi Gupta ji. Namaste, Dipika ji.
Namaste. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Welcome to the
I'm
show.
good.
Uh, so,
Thank
Deep-
you.
Thank you. Sorry. So, Deepika ji, I heard few things about Vastu and how really it helps people. I want to know whether they are really helpful or is just a myth. How does it work? So what is Vastu Shastra and how do you think it will really help us to get succeed?
See, Vastu is like if you reside anywhere, you reside on the land. Nobody can reside permanently on the water or in the air, right? So you permanently reside on a land. So Vastu is actually the science of the land, that how you can emit positive energies. See, if you go to a graveyard, that is also a land. If you go to a temple, that is also a land. If you go to somebody's house, that is also a land. If you go to a hospital, that is also a land. But again, everywhere you will get different kind of energies, right? If you go to somebody's house, but a funeral going on over there, the energies are different. But if somewhere the kid is born, a child is born, that the energies are different, right? So the Vastu is actually how we can create the positive energies using the positivity of the land. See, the farming is also done on the land. So the land is the most important part, right? On the earth, we all reside on earth, on planet earth, and see, everybody is residing on the earth, whether it's animal, whether it's plants, whether it's human beings. So how we can make this land more positive and fertile, that is the Vastu Shastra. And then the Vastu Shastra is all, as it works on the scientific thing, so that is why it has very quick results and very positive results.
Okay, so that's okay. You explained us very well. So why do you think no one should sit under the beam, like while working or studying? Is there any reason behind it?
See, the beam is actually made of the iron. So the human body in continuously contact with the iron is not good, first thing. The second thing, the beam is like a pressure, because it is carrying the pressure of the building. It is carrying the all the heaviness of the building is carried by the beam. It is holding that thing. So when you sit under something which has pressure, which is holding up everything, then you also go into the pressure, right? Let's say, let me explain this with a very simple thing. Like, you keep on chatting to a person who is in constant pressure, then that person will only talk about his pressures, right? About his problems, about the negativity in the life, why he's dealing with the pressures, and he's in constant stress, in constant anxiety. So the person who is sitting under the beam also comes into that constant anxiety, constant stress, because the beam is actually the pressure of the building, because the beam carries that like if there is something heaviness in the building, then the beam is there to balance that heaviness. So that is why the beam carries the pressure, and if you keep on sitting under the beam, under something heavy which carries the pressure, then automatically that works on your subconscious mind, and slowly it will work in your day-to-day life also, because whatever you carry in your subconscious, slowly you take into your conscious life and then into your actions.
Okay. So where do you suggest one should sit to stay away from the stress? Because this is the very big problem everybody is facing nowadays. Whether they're students or working, or even, unfortunately, even homemakers have stress too. So, is there any particular direction, or do you suggest anything to do to keep it less stress or get pleasant life?
See, for it depends. Like, if you are working, then I would say southwest is a good direction to sit. If a housewife is there, then again she needs relaxation. So the south is also good. Southeast is also good. Southern side of southeast is also good. If you are a student, then the pressure is related to the study. So better to sit in the western side of southwest, so that you can easily grasp whatever you are learning, so that you can easily retain whatever you are learning. So it depends. Like, in old age, the one has the stress of the health, so it depends. And then in a student life also, one might be doing engineering, other into IT, one into medicine, so it depends. But as generic, students better to sit in the western side or the western side of southwest, housewives or homemakers in the southern side, and the people who are working, the southwest is good for them.
So we're talking about like sitting in the direction. So, and I heard it's like my grandma used to say all the time, like, we should not sit. My back should not be facing towards the entrance of the door. They used to say, like, So, is it a myth, or is it related anything to the Vastu?
See, it is, I will not put it in the category of myth, and nothing to do with the Vastu also. See, this is general. See, if your back is at the entrance door, then you don't know who is coming inside the home, right? So if you are facing towards the main entrance of the house, then you know who is coming. You can check watch. You can watch the main door. You can see, like, there will not be any mishappening. Like in India, it's not that safe. So if somebody, just enter in the house with something or the other, or if somebody comes in and picks something, grab something and go back, like, so you don't even know, because you are having your back. So the elder people usually say this thing to just, to keep an eye on the activities, outer activities to the inner activities, like whatever is happening outer side, what is that, how it's coming into the house. So that's why they used to say. So it has nothing to do with the myth also, and it has nothing to do with the Vastu also.
Okay. Okay, that's really good point, Deepika ji.
Yeah,
And
actually, they just want to keep an eye on the main door, because they just want to know that, like, who is coming inside, and if when they are coming in, either they're grabbing something. Because see, earlier days it was more of the people do not trust the servants, that also. So there were many factors. That's why the elderly people used to say that just sit the way that you can have an eye on the main door.
so, Deepika ji, like you mentioned, like for students who are studying accounting or business, they have, like you told them to have different directions to sit. So, do you suggest any different directions for grown-ups, like especially choosing a career, like if they're writers, if they are like want to act in movies, like different roles are there, right? So, do you think there will be any particular direction they should try to spend most of the time, at least when they're at home? I know when they're working, they can't, but is there anything they can do to help to get succeed in their business or their jobs or their profession?
So you are talking mainly about the matlab showbiz world, right? If they're actors. So for the actors, I would suggest they can spend more time in the southeast or the southwest. Both the directions are good for them, and even the west is also better for them. So see, for the actors, again, there are many things. Like, first, their movies are getting success or not. The second, they are having, because in the showbiz world, you need to have the contacts, you need to have your social associations. So whether they have that social associations or not, whether people are attracted towards them or not, or whether they are performing their role or not. Sometimes you understand the role, you performing good, but you cannot deliver the dialogue. Sometimes you are delivering the dialogues good, but your body language is not that perfect. So it depends what kind of a problem they have, and accordingly they should sit in that zone, and they can have the energies of that zone. They can have that positivity of that zone.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So, like you told us about the beam, like, is it something similar to like about hanging the water body pics behind it? Like, so when you're sitting, so if you have water body pictures on the photo frames like that, will that create like lack of support or something like that? Like, do that
No,
impact?
nothing. This is a big myth. Nothing like that. Whatever scenery you feel like good, you feel like connected, you can definitely put it on the walls. Yes, the water sceneries, definitely avoid them in the southern walls. They are not good over there. They will definitely create wrong energies over there. But otherwise, in the house, if you're sitting anywhere, you can put the water related pictures. In the southern and southwest, just avoid these two direction for the water bodies pictures.
But I remember I heard somewhere like, by hanging mountain peaks behind will strengthen your support. Is it like real? Like, do we really feel strengthened and supported having some pictures like that?
See, the pictures actually play with your subconscious. Whatever you daily see, you slowly and slowly your subconscious mind picks that picture. See, subconscious does not know any language. The subconscious mind, the subconscious mind only pick the pictures. So that's why, we always say that put positive quotes around the house, because when you keep on reading the positive quotes, then slowly and slowly they get into your subconscious mind, right? You might have heard that in India, especially the elderly people of the house says that whenever a woman is pregnant, then when they open their eyes, they should see Lord Krishna or something very positive. So, that was a kind of for elderly people, that was a kind of a making a designer baby, because when you open your eyes, a pregnant women open eyes and see Lord Krishna, then she start seeing that her child is also just like Lord Krishna, having that much positivity and that naughtiness and that beauty, everything. So that when you keep on thinking that, see, the science also has proved this, that when you keep on thinking one thing, then that gets settled in your subconscious mind. That is why the old people see, since ages it has been said in India that when you are pregnant, just read good books, read Ramayan, read Shiv Puran, so that you can transfer all that knowledge. And if you remember, like Abhimanyu story, the mom was talking to the dad, and then he heard that about that Abhimanyu, all that thing. So similarly, when you put the pictures, that also plays a role on your subconscious mind. So just put the positive pictures. Regarding the mountains, it is like, the mountains are what? It's the height, right? So slowly and slowly your mind says, no, I have to pick those heights. I have to be there. I have to do something big. And then mountains are solid. So slowly and slowly the subconscious mind will start saying that you have to make a solid foundation of your career. So the mountains give these two messages, basically, the height and the solid foundation, right? So it should be in the right direction, not in if you will keep the mountains picture in the northeast, then that can create the headaches too.
Oh, wow. I never knew like the pictures will have this much impact. So, is there any specific pictures you suggest we should avoid having them in the house?
Skeleton pictures, they are the most negative ones, right? And then the pictures showing some blood, black and white pictures, I've seen in many houses, like there is a rose and the blood drop is coming out of that. So these are not good pictures. And then black and white, totally black and white, like black and white butterfly. So those pictures sometimes denotes more of sadness than the happiness. The picture should be something like, when you see a picture, you feel happy about it. Like a picture of the flowers, smiling ladies picture, some pictures denoting some kind of giving you motivation, some good quotes about it, motivational quotes about it. So the picture should always be like that. Avoid having pictures of snake, about wild animals, because see, the wild animals, what they depict, they show that they don't have that human thing, that okay, this deer has 5 babies, I should not kill him, I should not make him my prey. They don't think that, right? The God has not given that sense to them, right? So in the house, we don't have to be senseless, right? We don't have to just catch the prey in the house. So never put the wild animal pictures, and never put skeleton pictures, never put the pictures of some the people who have left this world, who are no more with us. So don't keep the pictures of all those stuff. That creates a lot of negative energy.
So we talked about sitting under the beam. So what do you say about sitting like where we have like open space ahead of us, and while we are working, and we have like a lot of space to see open, and will that really open up our minds and give new thoughts, something like that? Is that true?
No, it's a pure myth. See, if somebody lives in a small house and they just have, let's say, 10 by 10 room, then that person will never grow. according to this rule, right? And see, if you will read about all the famous peoples, like Bill Gates also, he started working from a garage, right? So every successful person has started working from a very small room. So if this has been the rule, then they might have never grown up. So this is nothing related to that it should have a big space in front or something. Wherever you feel comfortable, wherever you feel good energy, sit over there and do your work. So nothing to do with this thing,
So
right?
yeah, I agree with you, Deepika. I heard like these couple of things, they're myth or really, people get scared to question these kind of things. Whether they want to try, but they will be scared if they say someone says it's not good to do this. So people will follow that. Some of these
Yeah.
things are like,
See,
so
actually, this is really, the sad part that, first of all, see the sciences, our Vedic sciences like astrology, Vastu, they all are so sacred sciences. Look, see, the sages, they don't have any kaleidoscope, nothing to see the planets, or they don't have those machineries, nothing. But still, they could say the movements of the planets, they could, write everything about the astronomy. And today, the NASA is also saying that whatever it written 5,000 year back, 10,000 year back is all true, right? But in today's world, people have become so commercialized that they just want to make some YouTube videos. They just want to give something new to the audience so that they can grasp as many as clients. And in that course, they are just spreading, some of them spreading wrong knowledge, and then people follow them. But these all are myths, and I keep on sharing on my show that just come out of these myths, just think positive and think scientific, and then follow these sciences. You will really feel so good results and positive results in no time.
okay. So I have one more question about that, Deepika ji. So
Yeah,
I
please.
feel like sitting in crossed legs are not good. So is that again like one more myth, or is just like a bad impression? What is this? Like I'm like trying to find what is really true and what are the things just made up. Like it's very hard to find nowadays.
Okay, Swarnaji, you tell me whether I'm doing the show good or not, whether I'm able to, give all the answers good or not. You tell me first.
You're doing great. I really love your show, Deepika ji. And
Okay, then I'm cross legs right now.
I
So my legs are crossed. I cannot show on the camera, but my legs are crossed right now. So nothing has to be do with this. This is all myth that, as I said, I think I shared this with you personally or on the show that people say that on the mobile, these apps have to be done in the northeast and the southwest, and then see, is this possible? Like the yes and no will be always red and green only, right? So how can this be that, like changings for some green will not be good, for some red is not good. So it means they should throw away their mobiles. So is it possible to live in this world without mobiles? So this is all myth. I think I'm giving good answers. Like I'm giving up to the mark answers, and my legs are crossed right now.
yes, yes, you are.
So
So
nothing has to be do with that.
yes.
This is all myth.
That's
Yeah.
the things I usually hear from other people. So I thought like you're the best person to answer them. So
No,
that
anytime you can ask any question from me. And see, we don't think from the legs. So how the cross legs can, hamper in thinking? We think from the brain. So the science also says that we think from the brain. So the brain is not cross legged. So the legs can cross. They are not thinking. That's okay.
okay. So according to Vastu, is wooden furniture best? Like, is there anything related with the wooden furniture?
No, nothing like that. Nothing. Again, see, the furniture has nothing to do with the Vastu. The placement of the furniture has to be considered in the Vastu, but the material used in the furniture is not at all of any consideration in the Vastu. Where it is placed, yes, that plays an important role.
Okay. So you're saying placement of the furniture is important, right?
Yeah.
So if by like by chance, by mistake, furnitures break, then what happens? Like we have, I mean, if we don't have time right away to clean up, so is that still okay to have a broken furniture in the house, or is it a bad sign, or it's not a good thing to keep for longer time, something like that?
Acha, again, you tell me that if the furniture is broken, let's say a person does not have money to buy a new one, then what should he do? It's okay. It's completely okay. These all are myths. Everything is myth. See, if the furniture is broken, the glass broken is not considered good. So, and see, and the second thing is also that a broken glass can cause the injury. If there is, little children in the house, they can have a cut or something. Even we can have, like sometimes we forget and in hurry we just, pick things or keep things and even we can get hurt. So if the glass is broken, yes, get it changed immediately. And if the furniture is broken, then look at your pocket. Don't look at Vastu.
Okay.
Look at the pocket. Whenever it is easy for you to buy the furniture, go and pick the furniture. Vastu has nothing to do with the furniture. Nothing to do.
So broken mirror and broken glass are
Yeah.
the same effect. There's no nothing
Yes. Yes. Yeah, that has to be done in the Vastu. See, that is considered as the negative energies because, see, again, yeah, when you see your face or something in the broken things, again, they play on your subconscious mind. But yes, and the broken glass too. And the second thing, as I said, anybody can get hurt, right? So, and they are not that costly also if a glass is broken or something. So, that is easy also to get repaired. But furniture is okay. You don't look at Vastu, please look at your pocket.
Okay. So Deepika, what do you suggest us to do get success in business through Vastu? How do you think? Is there anything we should do?
Yes. First of all, keep the northeast of the house clean or your office clean, very much clean. Because once the northeast is clean, then you get visions for your business, you get new ideas for your business or your work. And then, depending on what kind of a business you are into, sit in that direction to get the maximum positivity. Again, this is a myth that you always face north and the east. This is also a myth. It depends what kind of a work you are doing. If you're an attorney, I would say sit in the south facing north. If you're into something related to accounts, I'll say sit in the west facing east. So it depends like what kind of a work a person is into, and then sit in that direction, facing the opposite direction. And just keep the northeast clean. That is one of the major points. And don't think that 10 idols of Hanumanji, 5 idols of Lord Ganesha will give extra blessings. Nothing like that. They in fact disbalance the energies. See, if the doctor says that have one iron tablet, right? So you won't be eating 5 tablets in a day. That will make the system bad. So similarly, just keep 1 or 2 idols in the office. That's it. And avoid keeping the idols because idols need proper pran pratishtha and puja of theirs. Proper rituals have to be followed daily, which is not possible. So keep a small photograph. That's it. The God will bless you. Keeping 5 idols, keeping 10 photographs. God has never said in any of the, our books or our granth that I will be blessing you more. Just please let me also know if it's written anywhere. So just keep 1. That's okay. Whatever God you believe, right? Just keep 1 idol. That's it. And if possible, do like put a lamp in front of it in the morning when you enter the office to keep the energies positive. That's it.
Okay. So does Vastu works differently for business success and office work success? Like for getting promotions, is it like something different we have to follow? And for getting improve in the business, do we have to follow different things?
Yes, because see, if you are into a job, then today people are doing work from home. That's okay. They can sit in whatever direction they want. But in the office, you cannot tell your manager or boss, no, I have to sit there. So you cannot, you have to see in what direction you are sitting. You cannot change your cabin, or if you are into the workstation working over there, or if some places are made in the office, you cannot change them accordingly, right? So you have to follow the different rules for the Vastu over there. Then you have to work on your place only. So that will work at that point. Yeah. So the rules will be different.
Different. Okay. In the previous shows, you have explained to us like how we can get benefit in health by following Vastu. So we will be able to help people to make good choices in career and getting married, like that, like for marriage and everything too.
Yes, definitely. Again, it depends. Like, see, again, it is a myth for the marriage that a marriageable girl should sleep in the northwest. And as I have told earlier on the show also, that girls are not commodities. Girls are nothing to be sold off. You want your child to go in a good family, and then, having a good married life, and then prosperity in all aspects, like getting in extending the family, prosperity, having love with the partner, having love with the partner. So girls are nothing to sell off. So we keep the objects in northwest when we want them to sell off, when they are stuck and we want them to sell off. The female child in the house, the girl, the daughter, is not something which is stuck, right? We want them to get married, but we are not selling them. So that is why it is again a myth. But yes, following the Vastu tips, definitely the girls can shift that energies too and can get married. Yes.
Okay. So, how do you think like Vastu can change people's thinking or mindset in the house? Like, can we bring something like that?
Yes, big yes, big yes. I have this experience of like last 17 years. I have seen people changing tremendously, awesomely, beautifully in their thinking. Once I relocate them, like I go to a house, I usually say to my clients that you don't need to tell me anything. If I'll see the floor plan, I'll tell you what is happening in this house. So when they tell me that this is the problem, I usually relocate the person, and then there is a huge difference in the thinking. Huge difference. That for that point, I really had, by God grace, I really had a huge success in that. So definitely, just relocating the person helps a lot. And sometimes, like in a couple's room on a double bed, the one partner is sleeping in a good zone, the other one is sleeping in the wrong zone. So when I say that you feel this way, like let's say the wife is sleeping in the wrong zone, and I tell them that to the wife that you feel this way, and then you react this way, do this, then she says yes. Though we all both are sleeping here, but he is good, I'm not that good. And when I relocate the couple, then the husband says yes, there has been tremendous change in my wife, and or the wife will say that yes, there has been tremendous change in my husband. So definitely the Vastu can change the thinking.
Okay. So, Deepika ji, so this Vastu is scientifically proven, right?
Yes.
Whatever you're
Yes,
saying.
it is scientifically. See, the earth rotates on its axis. So the Vastu also work on that North Pole and South Pole. So, the Vastu also works that way. So that's why it is scientifically proven.
Okay. So, one more last question, Deepika ji. I saw today morning there was a video somewhere. It's like you keep a glass of water and add 1 spoon of salt in it, mix it and stir it in, keep it in the room for some time. If the water turns into dark brown, you have more negativity in the house. If the water turns only into light pink, like, not like too much darker shade side, so you don't have that much negativity. So, is that really true? Like,
Partially true. See, the water cannot turn brown in a day. So partially true. See, the water is one of the, in 5 elements, the water is one of the thing which can absorb negativity very quickly. See, if you go to any temple, the priest will sprinkle Ganga Jal. If you go to the Gurudwara, there also you first have to wash your feet in the holy water and then you can enter. If you go to any church, they also have the holy water at the entrance. So the sages have usually used water only, right? When they want to bless somebody, they'll take the water and the sprinkle on the other person, right? So water definitely absorbs the energy. So that's why it is said that never keep the water at the bedside and don't drink it, because throughout the night you go through many emotions, and when you drink that water in the morning, then you are absorbing the negative energy.
oh, I mean, this is really interesting point, Deepika ji, because we usually keep water next to us because in case if we feel like to drink water, it's right next to us. But
So
I
try
never
to
thought.
don't drink at night. Don't drink water at night. Just keep it like just drink and then go to bed. Don't try to get up, because that will disturb the sleep and that will disturb the system also.
Okay. Thank you so much, Deepika ji, for your time and helping us to understand all these questions. So, viewers, if you have any more questions, please reach out to Deepika ji for further consultation. You can reach out to Om Holistic Healings at 732-979-2080. Next week, we will be coming back with another interesting topic on Vastu and Graha Sastra. This is Farna signing off. Telugu Prajala Mana Sakshi Devi. Namaste.